Hey guys, last week you did sixth grade math lesson 2-5 where you were solving addition equations. So you might have had a problem like this, c plus 2 equals 5, and you had to figure out what c was. It has to be a number that makes sense, that I could plug into the problem where it would give me an answer of 5. And so in my last video, I talked about trying to get the variable, which is the letter, by itself on one side of the equal sign. And in order to do that, you have to get rid of what is over there with the variable. So in this case, we have a 2. So if I wanted to get c by itself, I could take the 2 away from each side of the equal sign. 2 take away 2 is 0. So it leaves nothing over there except the c. 5 take away 2 is 3. C, if that's 3, 3 plus 2 equals 5. Yes, that makes sense. Well, this week, we're doing the same exact thing, except instead of these being addition equations, they're going to be subtraction equations. So we solve them the same way, except we're subtracting instead of adding. If you want to follow along in your sixth grade math book, I'm on page 70 and 71, and I'm doing some of the practice problems. So the first one that we're going to start with is page 71, and the problem is P, take away 8 equals 9. If you need to pause here and grab your book, go ahead. If you have your book and you're ready, we're going to keep going. P take away 8 equals 9. So I'm asking myself, what if I take away 8 leaves 9 left over? So that's probably a mental math problem you could do in your head. Something take away 8 is going to leave 9 left over. Or if we want to show our work, which we always do, then I would need to get P by itself over here. So I want to get rid of the 8 from this side. So I'm going to do the opposite. If this is subtraction, I'm going to add the 8 back in. I think of this as like a negative 8, and a negative plus a positive, 8 and 8, they're going to cancel each other out. So I'm going to add my 8 over here. Imagine that these are gone. P is left on this side. 9 plus 8 is 17. If I plug 17 back into this problem, 17 take away 8 is 9. So I know that the answer to this problem, P equals 17. Okay, that was number 1 on the guided practice on page 71. Let's look at number 2. 3 equals x take away 16. And again, I want to get the variable or the letter by itself on the one side of the equal sign, and that will tell me what the variable is, what it's worth or its value. Okay, so here if I have 16 and I'm trying to get x by itself, I need to get rid of this 16. So I think of it as a negative 16 plus a positive 16. I'm adding 16 to this side. Okay, this puts me at 0. 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 equals x. And I know if I put 19 back in here, 19 take away 16 is 3. Okay. Let's look at number 3. A take away 13 equals 18. So something take away 13 leaves 18 left over. I want to get the variable by itself on one side of the equal sign. So I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to add 13, add 13. These cancel each other out. I'm left with A over here equals, so then I would have to do 18 plus 23, which I know is 31. Then when I go back and plug 31 into my equation, 31 take away 13 should leave me with 18. Okay. For number 4, I'm going to write the problem down. It's 15 equals y take away 7. I want you to pause the video here and try to solve this yourself. Then you can play it again and see if you did the same thing that I did, and make sure that you show all of your work on your paper. Okay, so if I'm wanting to get y, which is the variable, by itself on this side of the equal sign, I'm going to get rid of the 7. There's a subtraction symbol here, so I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to add. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. So if I'm adding 7 here, I'm adding 7 here. Okay? These are canceling each other out. Now I just have to add 15 and 7 to get y. That would give me 22. So 22 take away 7 should give me 15. All right, we're going to do one last practice problem. Okay, this is number 5 on page 71. N take away 24 equals 9. So something take away 24 equals 9. Again, if you want to pause here and work it out on your own, do that. Then you can hit play and see if you got the same thing that I did. If I want to get my variable by itself, I need to get rid of this number. So whatever I do to the left of the equal sign, I'm going to do to the right of the equal sign. The easiest way to get rid of my 24 is to add the 24 to cancel out my negative and my positive. Whatever I do to the left, I do to the right, just like that. I would add these two together. N is 33. If you plug 33 back into here, 33 take away 24 is 9. Now, I know a lot of these you could probably count up. You could do it mentally in your head. But one of the most important things about math is showing all of your work. That helps your teacher to know if you make a mistake. It helps us to know where you went wrong. Maybe it was just a simple addition error or subtraction error. It helps us to better understand your thinking. So today, you're going to finish this lesson, starting with the independent practice on page 71. You're going to start with number 7 and go all the way to number 25, just doing the odds. Okay, so 7, 9, 11, and so on, just doing the odds. And then, that's about 10 problems. When you finish, don't forget that you need to show all of your work, so go back and make sure you did that for each problem, and then check with Bob and make sure that your answers are correct. Then you can put your name on it and turn it in, and I'll check that for your additional dojo points this week. If you have any questions, you can work with other people that are also in the Orange group, or you can ask me. Thanks, guys.